everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who wants to ground and pound. The Titans are #1 in rushing yards, going up against the Broncos, who will need to be strong up front.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Leopard. Detroit. Detroit. 52. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. First down, it's Webb. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Here we go now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now a first down throw. Webb. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Let's go.
Webb now from the gun. Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Detroit! Set! Green! Now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Out of the gun, it's Webb. He sets to fire deep. Up, got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
First down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is knocked down from the side. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The play clock's running down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. To throw. Caught right side. Davis. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
See right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
Second down, Webb. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football. A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Thinking pass. From the gun. Webb. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
Now they try the right side here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, Webb. Throw left side complete. It's Chapman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. On first down, Webb. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down, Webb. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 17-yard line. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Let's go. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Detroit. Back there, Philly.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Gone. 3-19.
Play clock winding down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Dawson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gone. Gone. Green, 39.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Atkins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
All right, here we go.
Halfback sent in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On 1st and 10, Webb can't escape as he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long? And they're going to go soft on the corners. Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 1st down, Webb. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on 1st down, Webb. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Webb. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
To throw, Webb. Throw left side complete. That's Chapman. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Off play action, it's Webb. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb got his man complete over the middle. It's Chapman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They go to Johnson again. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Webb. Buying time to his left. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And his kick is good. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it 1st on offense to start the 3rd. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
All right, here we go.
3-19. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
On the toss, here's Johnson. He's got it up to the 15. Showed off some fancy footwork there on the play. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Webb. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Let's go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Play fake, now Webb. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Titans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
All right, here we go.
The slot man in motion right. They'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. And the 49ers have scored again, really extending that lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Brinza now after the field goal readies for the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Green, 39.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, Johnson. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Broncos on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Webb. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Fresh set of downs here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. 3-19.
Johnson on the counter. And he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Leopard.
Off the play fake. Webb. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands, That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw on second down. Webb. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long? Webb now from the gun. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Here we go now. Over.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 4 that time, and that'll be good for a Tennessee first. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
87 feet.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Dawson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Four down. Blue 90. Leopard. 22, eyes on 22.
They'll set up a throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Gone. Here we go now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So the Broncos coming out now. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now a 1st down throw. Webb. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. Underneath for Johnson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
A guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
On 1st down, it's Webb. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. Now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
They give to Johnson going right. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Second down, Webb. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Here's Webb. Throw left side complete. It's Chapman. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he puts it through. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, let's go!
And they will take a knee here. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Denver, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.